Hello, Internetians. My name is Josh, aka DBL, your coach of the New York Metagross. I think I have a throat problem right now. That's fun. Welcome back to the Delta Battle League. We are currently 3-0 after coming off a win last week against Frostfire and the Irvine Infernates Delta Battle League Season 4 champion. So that was very, very, very nice. And this week we are turning our attention to TheWildJolteon and coach of the Chicago Beartics. I don't know if he's recording. If there's something I need to link in the the description, I will link it. Any important links to his social media or YouTube channel. Anyway, let me close Discord. He has quite the draft, and it is time for us to do our team building portion of every video. So, let's get into his team right now, shall we? He has a Mega Scizor, quite the offensive and defensive threat in this kind of format. He can run an SD variant, he can run a Bulky to Fog variant, just because I do have lots of hazard setters. Or not lots of hazard setters, but lots of... I've been known to have it stacked, so he might want to bring that just in case. He has a Latios, one of his Z-Crystal users can very well come as a Calm Mind Sweeper with potentially either Gigavolt Havoc or the Sub-Zero Slammer. He has a Tapu Fini, super bulky mon, and kind of general annoyance to my entire team. Can taunt stuff like my Suicune, can taunt stuff like my Garbodor, and just a number of threats on my team. Also bulky enough to handle stuff like Buzzwole, potentially Zygarde, maybe Celesteela even. Definitely Suicune. However, we do have ways to switch into that. He has a Blissey, a hard stop to stuff like my Jolteon, as well as some of my other special threats. However, very low physical defense means it's very easy to take advantage of that, and also its very big passiveness makes it easy to set up subs on it and set up, which you'll see how that is incorporated into our team. He has a Mamoswine, big threat in this kind of format. Very hard to switch into those stabs. However, we do have a Suicune, which we'll hopefully be able to handle almost anything that thing can do to us. He has to kind of run he's kind of forced to run a certain set on that just because of how my team is. He's going to want Icicle Crash, he's going to want Earthquake, he's going to want Ice Shard, and he's going to want to run Max Speed. That last slot is kind of open. Could run Freeze Dry, could run Toxic, Taunt, Stealth Rocks, Peck. I don't think he'd run Peck. He might, actually. Just because I have a Buzzwole. Anyway, here's a Chestnut. Very good hazard setter. We use this thing in the UAPB. We know how excellent it is. We know how threatening it is, depending on what kind of set he wants to run. However, we do have one of the best counters to it in the entire game in Decidueye. Here's a Galvantula. Very good sticky web setter. Probably the best known in this format. Offensively, it can actually just do a lot of work. It doesn't even have to bring sticky webs just to be a threat. However, it is going to have to run HP Ice and Dual Stab just to do anything to my team, and I still have mons that can kind of switch into it rather well. He has a Dusclops, super bulky ghost type, and kind of gigantic annoyance to my team. Like, honestly, it's really annoying to deal with this mon. I had to put a lot into prep to make sure that I can wear this mon down and potentially beat it, allowing some of my other mons to clean up this game. He has a Cradilly. Very interesting mon, grass rock type. Did a lot of work in the NBL under Team Not Scald. So, there's that. However, I'm not really too concerned about it. Don't really think it can do anything. And it's going to need extra coverage if I want to do anything to my teams, because I have lots of grass resist and lots of ways to handle it. He has a Alolan Raichu. Big threat to the team. Big threat to the team. I do have mons that can kind of handle it to an extent. However, with the right coverage and maybe Nasty Plot or a Life Orb, or both, it can be really threatening, and I'm going to have to watch out for it. And finally, he has a Drapion, which he did drop after this week. However, it is still a very good Toxic Fight setter. It is very good at just Swords Dancing Up. Been running Choice Scarf down in the lower tiers, so has 95 base speed. So, the speed tie with my Zygarde and hit it with an Ice Fang, so that's kind of interesting. However, I don't know if he'd really stay in on that. However, that is going to be his team. And let's get into our team, shall we? The first one we are going to be bringing is going to be Vincoon, our Purity. Leftover Subcommand, Protect and Scald with enough speed to outspeed. Ooh, what am I speed creeping? I believe I am speed creeping an Adamant Mega Scizor. Because I don't really see him running Jolly this week unless he's really afraid of my Decidueye for any reason whatsoever. This is also going to allow me to outspeed most variants of the Chestnut. I believe I outspeed Max Speed Chestnut actually, so that's maybe something else that I prepped for. Now, this is a very good win-con late game, depending on what mons are actually going to be present. This is very easy to set up on Blissey, and at +6, I do about 35% to that, I believe, so that's very nice. Once I weaken that thing with some of the other mons you can see on my team, that'll open the door for potential other sweeper to come in and just end lives. It's a very good mon against the team, very annoying for him to deal with. If I can get behind a sub, then Raichu's a little bit less scary. And I can, if I already have Calm Mind set up, I can hit that thing with a boosted Scald and do a lot of damage as Raichu is very frail. So that's a good lure for that mon. As you can see on my team, I don't have the best ways to handle that outside of maybe the Decidueye. That's fun! Yay! Threats! So that's going to be not much to say about Suicune. I can set up on potentially something like the Mamoswine. I can switch in on that somewhat well. Tapu Fini is of course going to be annoying because it can taunt me, however I do have mons that easily switch on that. Scizor can do next to nothing and is going to be very afraid of Skull Burns. I can set up my Dusclops for ease. Cradily can be a kind of a threat to this thing, as I'm only running Mono Scald, but again, I do not fear that thing, because almost everything on my team can switch in on it and just take advantage of it very easily. So that is going to be Suicune. Pressure is very nice because I'm going to be able to pressure stall a lot of mons with the sub and protect, so that's nice. Now the next mon we're going to be bringing is going to be our Mega Gardevoir. We are running an offensive Mega Gardevoir with Taunt, Hyper Voice, Psyshock, and Hidden Power Fire with enough speed to outspeed a max speed Drapion. So, Taunt. Obviously that is going to be there for the Blissey and potentially even the Tapu Fini. Hyper Voice is very good against his team, as his only switch-ins are Blissey and the Scizor, of which we have Psyshock and Hidden Power Fire for respectively. Dusclops can take a hit or two, however that is not going to want to take Hyper Voices a day after hit, and it doesn't really have the best ways to hit me back. It does have Ghost Stab, however typically it runs Shadow Ball. If it does run Ghost Stab, it still that won't be doing a lot. Seismic Toss is a 3-hit KO. I don't like that Seismic Toss is a 3-hit KO. Let me fix this. Here we go. So we're running with that. It does give us less special attack, however, we still hit everything very hard, and it still has very few switch-ins to it. And this also lets me avoid the 3-hit KO from Blissey. That's nice. Not much to say about this. This can easily just come in whenever I get a free switch into it and just nuke. If I predict a fighting type move from the Chestnut, then I can get a free switch. Then I can get a free switch into this and make either just Hyper Voice straight up or predict something else to come in, such as the Scizor or the Blissey. This also means I'm not 2-hit KO'd by a standard Latios. I believe Specs has a hard time 2-hit KOing me. I know Life Orb will not with Psyshock. However, Shadow Ball could very well come, as well as Ghost DMZ if he really wants to bring it. So that's a gigantic threat, so we need a good switch into Latios. And of course, we have our Celesteela, one of the best switch-ins to Latios in the game. Leech Seed, Heavy Slam, Flamethrower, and Air Slash. I have enough Spadef so that even Specs Psyshock is not going to 2-hit KO me. This also is going to allow me to take hits from the Chestnut, from the Dusclops. I can easily take hits from the Drapion. I can take hits from the Scizor with no problem. I can take hits from generally everything. Even Mamoswine is going to have trouble doing a lot of damage to me. The only thing I really fear is, of course, going to be his Electro types, and even to an extent Tapu Fini, just because it can taunt me. So I have Leech Seed there, so I can stay healthy against stuff like the Chestnut and the against stuff except for the Chestnut and the Cradily. Ideally, I get this off on Blissey and get a whole bunch of health back. However, Chestnut and Cradily are not too threatening to me. I do have speed investment to kind of try to outspeed. No speed variant to that, and I do have Air Slash for the both of them. Or Heavy Slam for Cradily, since it does take the Air Slash neutrally. Heavy Slam is also really nice against something like the Mamoswine, against something like the Blissey. Flamethrower is also going to be good for the Scizor, as I can basically wall that thing to death. Now, the special attack investment, I'm going to put, I don't remember what that is, so I will flash on screen what that is going to be. That is what that 32 special attack investment is for. Very weird set, but it's very nice. I do have Heavy Slam, which will also do a lot of damage to the Latios, which I have the Wakami Berry for in case he has Thunderbolt or Gigavolt Havoc. So that, and I can Leech Seed that and potentially get a lot of health back, and then Heavy Slam it for even more damage. So that's very nice. I wanted to run it at Offensive Celesteela just because I think Offensive Celesteela does a lot of work. However, then I become very, very pressed to run certain EVs, and it ended up being a real big nuisance. In all honesty, I couldn't really do too much damage to the Blissey, and I'd still want Leech Seed, and I need all these coverage moves just to be able to do something, so I would have Fourth Move Syndrome. Plus, I need to run this thing defensively so I can have a good switch into the Latios. So, there is that. So, I've mentioned a lot about Alolan Raichu and Galvantula being offensive threats, so I do need an Electric Resist on this team. So that's why I am bringing Decidueye to his first game. You have Defog, Roost, Spirit Shackle, and Leaf Blade. Max HP 16 and Adamant Nature for attack, 120 special defense, and 124 speed. 124 speed is going to allow me to outspeed a no-speed Tapu Fini, which is nice. That's also going to allow me to outspeed most variants of Scizor, unless he's running super speedy, as well as the Blissey, and the Dusclops, and the Drapion, or not the Drapion, but the Cradily and the Chestnut. So that's very nice. So, why am I running kind of a Spadef variant with Expert Belt? Expert Belt, Leaf Blade, with the investment that I have, is going to allow me to 2-hit KO max defense Tapu Fini with Leaf Blade. Spirit Shackle also is going to be doing a lot to the Latios, as well as, I believe, OHKOing the Raichu, and I can take any hit from that, so that's very nice. So, the speed I've already mentioned, the attack I've already mentioned, and that is going to allow me to run 120 Spadef. That's all that was left over. I can also take a hit. I can also wall Chestnut very, very well. He can set spikes on me, but I do have Defog, so I will just be able to beat that thing or not beat that thing 1v1, but I will be able to defog any hazards away that he decides to set. Same with the Galvantula. I can take any. I have Roost there to stay healthy, as I'm going to need to stay healthy, so I can take repeated hits from like Alolan Raichu's Psychic and Galvantula's Bug Buzz. Other than that, that's going to be Decidueye. I don't have long reach because I can't have long reach, or I probably would. But yeah, very, very important mon this game, being able to switch. Also lets me switch in on Tapu Fini, which is very important. Force that thing out, just because Leaf Blade will be doing a lot. If he hits me with an attack as I come in, that's not Nature's Madness, such as Scald, he'll be able to see that I'm kind of specially defensive, and you might want to stay in thinking, okay, he might not have Leaf Blade, he'll want Defog, Roost, Spirit Shackle, and then maybe U-turn or something, and I'll be able to hit that thing with a lot of damage with the Leaf Blade, and that will help me sweep late game with my my Suicune. So that Calm Mind offensive Tapu Fini is very, very threatening this match. However, I don't really have the ability to plant to bring anything that can hardwall that. Decidueye will take a lot from the Ice Beam, but I will be able to fire back a huge Spirit Shackles, or not, huge Leaf Blade. So that it was that. Next one we're going to be bringing is going to be our Buzzwole. We are running a sub-toxic variant of Buzzwole with Hammer Arm and Poison Jab. The HP is going to allow me to make sure I can set up a sub on the Blissey, with the defense investment allowing me to set up on Chestnut as well as Drapion, most variants of Dusclops, and not Mamoswine, but Mega Scizor unless it's carrying Aerial Ace. I have Hammer Arm because that is going to be the best stab against his team and going to prevent me from being walled by stuff like the Scizor. I have enough speed to outspeed, I think, just certain variants of Tapu Fini, etc. Chestnut, Cradily, etc. So, kind of like the same thing as the Decidueye, except I'm able to run a lot more speed, just because I'm naturally faster than the Decidueye. And the rest is going to go into attack. I have Poison Jab, so I can lure into Tapu Fini and hit that thing for a lot of damage. If I'm behind a sub, that is a free Poison Jab, and it is going to hurt like a Banshee. And this also means I'm going to be able to get the Beast Boost and attack should I kill something, so that's just going to only make me more threatening to anything on his team. The only thing that can really take me on is going to be the Dusclops if it has Rest, because I do have the Toxic for that, as well as potentially the Galvantula. And the Latios, which is going to be able to take hits somewhat well for me. So that's very nice. Now, this is mainly here to lure in Tapu Fini and get a lot of damage off on it. Once I beat down Tapu Fini, then I no longer have to fear winning with my very last Mon, which is going to be our Regirock. Curse, Rest, Rock Slide, and Ice Punch with the leftovers. I'm a very specially defensive variant of Regirock, which is going to allow me to take hits from the Latios as I try and set curses and potentially win late game. Rest is very nice, as it's going to allow me to stay healthy. And I wanted to run Rest Sleep Talk, however, I could not afford to, just because he has the... Woo! Just woke up. He has stuff like the Chestnut, which is going to be able to take the Rock-type move. Even if I'm at +6, it's going to do virtually nothing. And he can Lead Seed and Drain Punch all day long and just beat me 1v1. So, there's that. The 48 in defense is going to allow me to not get 2 AKO'd by Mamoswine's Earthquake after I get 1 boost up. And the attack is very... I'm not going to list everything that the attack does, but it just guarantees that certain OKOs and 2 KOs happen with certain amount of boosts. However, I do believe it means +6 Ice Punch is going to OKO the Chestnut at a certain range. It might just straight OKO. However, that's going to be the team we're going to be bringing. Hopefully it will lead us to victory. His team is kind of threatening towards ours. But with that, I will go ahead and get connected with the TheWildJolteon, and we will be right back. Alright guys, we are here connected with the TheWildJolteon, aka Matt. And yeah. So, I don't think I ever went over what I believe he's going to bring. So before we accept, I am going to predict that he is going to bring Alolan Raichu and Latios. No. Okay, so Latios is a definite, Mega Scizor is a definite, Tapu Fini is a definite, and then Blissey is a definite. The next two, I think, are going to be Mamoswine and Chestnut. Anyway, let's just get in there and see what we are going to see. And we see a lot of different things than what I predicted. He brings double electric. Ugh, that's no fun. So he brings Scizor, Drapion, Galvantula, Latios, Cradily, and Raichu. Wow. No Tapu Fini. Wow. Cradily is annoying for Suicune. Regirock destroys him. Absolutely destroys him. Dang, I don't have Bug Step on Buzzwole either. No Blissey means that Gardevoir does a lot more work, except for that Scizor. I almost feel like I'm required to lead Decidueye. Although my sweepers aren't very fast and don't need the speed too much. Ow! The electric spam is going to be real. I'm going to lead Decidueye. I feel like it's best lead. If he leads Drapion, good for him. He leads Spoodermon, and I'm going to Spirit Shackle. And then Defog the very next turn. I don't know if I'll Defog. I will Defog. No, I won't. This is going to be tough. I believe Regirock just really destroys him. He actually switches out hard into the Drapion, which is not good. I do not have a Culpa Berry. I guess this is why he brought it, so he could trap my only hazard removal. Which is not fine, but what can I do? Is he going to Pursuit Trap me immediately? He's not. God bless. Buzzwole is the best switch in here because I can take anything he really wants to go for. And goodbye. Hello, my name is Buzzwole, and I'm going to go behind a sub as you are probably going to go into the... If he goes Lottie, that's a really good play. I don't think he'll go Lottie. I think he'll go hard into Galvantula. But in case he goes Scizor, because Scizor kind of does handle me a little bit because he knows that I'm not... Well, he knows that he knocked off my leftovers. But he also knows I'm pretty bulky. Regirock just puts in so much work against this team. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to kill something. One of his special attackers is just going to have to die. I didn't expect him to bring all these special attackers, so that's really annoying. Gardevoir puts in a ton of work if I can eliminate the Scizor. If I eliminate Scizor, Gardevoir gets a kill every time he comes in. There's no doubt about it. Celesteela is really nice, as it's going to allow me one kill, maybe. Just depends on who. I don't have Earthquake, unfortunately. So that's really bad. But it basically nets me a kill against... I mean, I can bring it in on the Scizor. I can really weaken... He goes hard into Credilli, which is really interesting, because this thing is going to get blown out the game. And this is one mon that kind of threatens Regirock, depending on what his set is. He goes for Stealth Rock, so I go for Hammer Arm, and I miss, which sucks. But I'm gonna go for it again. I don't care. What's your counter? Is it Latios? It is Latios. You just don't know it yet because I think I have Leech Life. Oh well, Credilli just left the planet, so Buzzwole, get the beach boost. Kills Credilli with Hammer Arm. If he goes into the Raichu, Buzzwole. Wow, Hammer Arm does a lot of damage. Yeah, I guess Hammer Arm is the best play. I mean, it won't kill, guaranteed. But if he Volt Switches, I don't want... He Psychics. I didn't want him to go into... It died. I didn't want him to go into Scizor on a potential Leech Life, or Poison Jab, in this case. And get that free switch. Buzzwole kills Alolan Raichu with Hammer Arm. Dang, that is just so good for Suicune too. Suicune absolutely obliterates him, as does Regirock now. He goes into Bugsy. I'm guessing you're gonna have the Aerial Ace, but I'm just gonna stay in case you don't. If you don't, something's catching this arm. Something is definitely catching the arm. I think that's the only thing you can kill me with too. Because I'm pretty sure I'm Eevee, so you wouldn't break my sub with anything other than Aerial Ace. Not Superpower, not Knockoff, not U-Turn, not Bullet Punch, unless I think your offensive U-Turn might. He is going to Mega Evolve, he is going to go for the Aerial Ace, and he is going to knock me out. Okay, that's fine. Mega Scizor kills Buzzwole with Aerial Ace. That is a free Celesteela. That is a free Leech Seed. And if I kill the Galvantula, I'm positive I just win with Suicune. I don't think there's anything he can do against a Celesteela. Or no, Suicune at this point. He can trick me a Scarf. And in all honesty, I think that's best. That's why I'm really glad I have two Sweepers this game. And Regirock and Suicune, so he can't trick them both a Scarf. I mean, he could. I think he has Switcheroo. I think Drapion gets Switcheroo, maybe. Technically, he could give me two Scarves, and that would be really bad, but... If he's Scarf Lottie, then he's a lot easier to take down with my Celesteela. Goes into Drapion, and I'm going to miss the Leech Seed. I don't want to get my Wakamberry knocked off, as this is such a good item to have. I'm going to go into my Regirock. And I'm positive he's going to think I'm going to go for Rocks. If he's Focus Sash Galvantula, I can take that on somewhat well. He goes for the Ice Fang. on, Regirock. Yay! I'm gonna go into Gardevoir here because I avoid the 2 KO from any move other than Shadow Ball. Goes for Calm Mind. Damn. Oh god, guys. Please don't be Ghost DMZ. I am super bulky on Gardevoir. I'm not super bulky. I'm kind of bulky. Shadow Ball. And Thunderbolt. I'm positive he won't be Ghost DMZ because I'm positive he's going to be Electro DMZ. But I just want to see what these moves are going to do. Gigavolt Havoc will not knock me out. Never Ending Nightmare has a chance, will knock me out at +1. Hyper Voice won't kill him, but it will. Damn it all. I have to Hyper Voice. Ooh, God bless. I did nothing. Going into Celesteela. Don't have a counterplay. Oh wow. This is so bad. I mean, granted, he might be Calm Mind Roost. Or yeah, I still think he's Thunderbolt. Celesteela, they're gonna end up letting Lily go, and I can play in that game like the hell I go. Hey, look at that! DC'd. I got DDoSed. Shout out to HughesNet for being absolutely horrible. And now I'm very weakened. And now that lead seed earlier is just... That lead seed miss earlier is just great. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I don't think. Does it? Yeah, I mean, I would have been a little bit healthier. Come on, do not miss. Do not miss. God bless America. That got me no HP. Alright, Regirock, now is the time to thaw. It'd be really cool if Rest just broke through freeze for you and then just put you to sleep. That'd be lit. Knocks off my leftovers. Come on, Regirock. Let's go, Regirock. Come on, Talus. Just thaw. Thaw. Damn you. Go for Thunderbolt. I'm fine, right? I'm fine, right? No, +1. I might be fine. I might be fine. Come on, Gardevoir. Come on, Gardevoir. Damn, that freeze sucks so much. Because he needs Psychic to be able to beat me 1v1. Draco Meteor just fuck all. He was slow. Alright. Alright, guys. We might be in this. Mega Gardevoir kills Latios with Hyper Voice. Breaking the sash. Breaking the sash. No other play but to break that sash. And then go out to Decidueye, Defog, and hopefully sweep with Suicune. Gonna sack it. Actually, I'm gonna go for Hidden Power Fire to sack it. Alright, guys. We might be in this. Hey! Aww. Oh, fuck. Miss! Damn, he's smart. Alright, Settle's Field dies of Thunder at this point. I have to go to you. So here's my thought process. I believe if I set up on the Drapion, I will be perfectly fine. I'm Vincoon, not Rescoon. Damn it! Because he can knock off my leftovers. Fam. What do we do? Leaf Blade? He bug buzzes. Does fuck all. Woohoo! Decidui kills Galvantula with Leaf Blade. Goes into this fucking Mon. That's actually pretty good for me. Galvantula kills Mega Gardevoir with Bug Buzz. I'm gonna roost. Goodbye. Jesus. Mega Scizor kills Decidui with Aerial Ace. So I'm pretty sure that I just go out to Suicune and win. I'm not sure if Aerial Ace breaks my sub, so I'm going to calc a Mega Scizor. By the way, you can type in Mega Scizor again. There's no way that's bulky. It's definitely offensive. So we're going to go with like offensive Swords Dance, and we're going to make this a Mega Scizor, and we're going to get rid of your Life Orb, and we're just going to make it nothing, because you don't get anything. You don't get to be happy. Bug Bite will. Superpower will the first time. Go for Roost, and I go for Sub, and that is perfect, and we are just going to do the thing that Suicune does. So we might still be okay. Goes for Aerial Ace. Will Aerial Ace break my sub, though? It's a chance. Sadness. Alright, we're just going to start commanding up. He gets the roll. I am calculating max adamant, right? I am calculating max adamant. Protect. Yes, I'm going to Vinkin you all damn day. Come on, Suicune. Pull through. You kind of have to, or Regirock has to thaw, or else we lose. Goes for that. I'm gonna go for this. Oh, boy, did you just choke away the game. I will definitely Calm Mind here. And then I'll protect, and then I'll win. I think I win now. I think Superpower just choked him away the game. Vincoon destroying him. Poison Jab, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. What does a Drapion's Poison Jab do? Doesn't break the sub. Unless he's banded or something. Don't do this to me. On God, that was a roll. Unless you're banded. Plus 3 Suicune just kills him, though. Alright, it's fine. I get the damage off I need. I think that actually is really bad, guys. Suicune kills Drapion with Scald. So here's the thing. I think I win. It's a roll to kill me at this point. It's in his favor, though. But he has to superpower to kill me. Definitely has to superpower to kill me. And if he does that... I live the hit with Celesteela and I win. So I think we're good. So I'm going to go for Skull. He actually Aerial Aces. Which is... the right play. Because... now he can superpower Celesteela. I have to thaw. Oh. Choke. Burn! So I basically had to get him to superpower. I'm gonna keep spamming rest until I thaw. If I thaw. Mega Scizor kills Suicune with Aerial Ace. His last move was Bullet Punch. We lose. Because superpower guarantees a kill. I mean, you win. It's not like you lose or anything. Unless you're like no speed. Yep, there it is. Mega Scizor kills Celesteela with superpower. Yep. I'm a slow variant. Okay, so the poison on Drapion. Like, what didn't matter? Let's talk about what didn't matter. Like, the crit poison jab mattered. I believe. I had to check what the damage did earlier. Otherwise, I might not have. What did poison jab do earlier? Yeah, so the crit poison jab and the poison. So that crit right there mattered. This mattered. Where is it? 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 The freeze. That mattered. This definitely mattered right here. 100%. That like little Thunderbolt para, that definitely mattered. Where did that other Leech Seed happen? Where did that Leech Seed happen? That mattered. This mattered definitely. Oh my god, did this matter? Because I won with Regirock. And this Leech Seed here mattered. Definitely. Like, any one of those had not happened. Just any single one of those. We would have won. Like, any single one of those had not happened. Okay, maybe the Gardevoir one was probably the least mattering. But, like, had I had a thawed Regirock, I could have potentially won. Like, rest would have gone off right there. I mean, I would have set up earlier, and I could have killed another Mon. But, like, the Suicune hacks was very, very important. Alright, so yeah, the Suicune hacks matter, because Suicune pulled it back no matter what. But the Poison Jab crit definitely would definitely matter, because it broke my sub, because naturally it wouldn't. And then the Poison just sealed the fate. Like, I would have still been behind a sub, I could have just kept Calm Minding up, or I could have just killed him straight up. Like, I could have Calm Minded here, instead of Scalding. And he would have, or I could have subbed actually, gotten back behind the sub, scalded the next turn, because I still would have been behind a sub, and it would have killed Drapion, and then I would have been able to double scald the Scizor and win. But so I guess that's gonna be week 4, and next week we face off against Wisconsin Dusknoir on Coach Arrow. So there's a game for you.